Good morning everyone, Stacy here with Hen House Blossoms. It is June 18th. It is supposed to be a hot one today. The past couple days have been pretty warm. So guess what? There is exciting things happening today. That is our drip irrigation system. And I could not be happier that this is going in because I've come outside a couple times the past couple days and watered everything the first thing in the morning because I knew it was going to be like 90 degrees. And between watering the veggie garden, the cut flower garden, and the front garden at my house, it took me an hour to do it, and I'm over it. So my husband and I are up a little early today to get out here and try and get the drip irrigation system put in. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and film everything going in, and then I am going to come in afterwards and show you guys exactly what we did. I'm hoping and praying we have everything we need to do this, because this right here is going to make life so much easier. So stick around and we'll show you what we did. Good evening everybody. As you can tell, the sun's in a different place. So we did as much of the drip as we could this morning, and then it got pretty hot and we needed a break. We're already having like 90-degree days, and it's middle of June, so that was kind of one of the reasons I really just wanted to get this done. Again, spending an hour every morning when necessary watering everything, I can't. I absolutely love coming out here and being in my garden in the morning, but that was just a bit much, especially when I then have to take a shower and get to work and all those other things. So the drip, it's almost done. It is done what we can do right now. I diverted from the original plan, which was originally to do 2 strips per bed, and I'm doing 3 strips per bed. And I'm glad I'm doing that because I don't think 2 strips would be distributing enough water. So let me go ahead and I'm going to show you everything we did today. I'm so excited. It is the evening. We're going ahead and running the system for a little while. I know I should be watering in the morning, but I really just wanted to kind of give it a good run to make sure we don't have any leaks, any problems, and touch wood. So far all good. So let's check it out. Okay, so this is where the conversion began. You can see we are having some issues with our bib leaking. I don't know. I'm going to have to get my husband on that to figure out what's going on. But, so you first need a converter here. And what this is doing is this is converting the pressure coming out of your hose to a pressure that is hopefully not going to be blowing out your lines. We went with the 25 PSI. I saw a few videos, most of them recommended 25, some of them recommending 10, so I'm just going to keep an eye on it to see if this ends up being too much pressure or not. Touch wood, again, so far everything is working okay. So this is a converter here that also has a quick connect. I did pick this up on Amazon. I will link all the items that I purchased down in the description box. I did not get a timer yet. That is in the plan. I do want to get a timer, but just trying to save money right now. I can come out and flick it on for a little bit each morning that it's necessary. So from there, you have a emitter tube. Well, yeah, I think it's the emitter tube. I'm trying to remember. So this is actually most of the ones I saw called a distribution tube, and I kind of like that. So we have the tube running here alongside of our house. We had something that was trying to become a tree we had to take out there. Here's all the chickens. And we ran the distribution tube all along our fence here. We're staking it down on either side of the fence. And it comes and goes behind my lilac bush. And then my husband wanted to make sure that he would not be running over it with the lawnmower, so he actually just kind of pulled the grass back and we tucked it down in here so that, you can barely see it in there. But the goal was just for him to not be running it over, which thank God. So then it comes in here, goes under our garden fence, and then we have one running to each row of the vegetables. So we did go with a 6-inch distribution on spacing on the tape. And so the way this works is, Aiden, can you grab me that blue tool over there, please? I'm gonna have Aiden help me out here and show you guys what we needed. Okay, right there, I need that tool right there. The blue thing. Thank you. Okay. So this guy right here is what pokes the holes into the distribution tube. So we went ahead and laid the tape. This is the tape. When it's not on, this lays flat. When it is on, you can see it fills up, and then here's the holes. When it's called drip tubing, it's literally drip. You see, it just does drip, 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 drip. But look, we've had this on for maybe 10, maybe 15 minutes. And look at how it is saturating the ground nicely. So you take this little tool, it is a punch, and punch a hole directly into the distribution tube. I'm really excited about these. These did cost me a little bit more money. Excuse me. But not all the plants that I have need to be watered every single day. So what's nice about this is it is a lever that I can turn and turn off the water going to that particular tube. And like my zinnias, they're not going to need water every day. So I can easily come through and turn off the valves of the things I don't want to water. So your drip tubing or drip tape, we actually did tape, just gets attached to the connector here, tightens over it to tighten it in place, and then where you punched the hole, you just push that guy right on in there. And that's really how easy it is. Excuse me. Look at my zucchini plants. It's just insanity. We just took 4 big hunka-chunkas off of them tonight. So then I took garden spikes and just kind of came through and put them in places that will help to hold the tape in place. And then at the end of your drip tape just goes a little end cap, and you literally just fold it in half, push this guy onto the end. That keeps the water from going out the end of the pipe. So you can kind of hear it's doing little spitting and spatting. Hindsight, this would have been better to do before we planted everything, but timing and everything else just did not work out. Because it was, especially the zucchini, kind of maneuvering under them to get that drip tape right at the base of the plant. Now we come on over here. So the distribution tube runs along the top of the veggie garden, under the veggie fence, and then works its way over to the flower beds. And here we installed an elbow. So we literally just cut the tube, shoved it on one end of this one, shoved it on one end of that one, and it holds it in place. And then the drip tubing is running the same way to each of the flower strips. Again, hindsight, this would have been much better to have done this from the very beginning. Couple reasons. My holes are not perfect where I drilled them. So we're gonna maybe have to kind of do some finagling to the tape. It might have to go on one side of this plant, on this side of this plant, just to make sure it's getting water delivered to where it needs. I mean, like you can see over there, there's a dahlia under there, which is probably not getting a whole lot of water. So in the next day or so, I may have to come out and make some adjustments. But you can see everything's getting a nice little drink. Timing wise, I'm not sure. I'll have to play with this. I think one video I watched, the gentleman said to run it for like 15 minutes in the morning, and by the end of the day, see if that was enough. If that's not enough, you might have to run it for a little bit longer. So I definitely think this is going to be a trial and error thing like everything else I've been doing. But I am super excited. This should hopefully save a lot of time. So do a quick look at how everything's doing here. The zinnias are doing well. Sure. So the reason why I'm not 100%, like here you can see that tape needs to come closer to the root of that plant. So I'm gonna have to come in here and kind of just move things around to make sure everything's getting water exactly where it needs it. So the reason why I'm not 100% done, again, I decided to go with 3 in each row versus 2. So that means I ended up being short. So when we ran it from one bed to the next, again, he just dug a small trench, buried it in between the beds so he can easily go over them. And it comes across here and ends right here. So the poor sunflowers did not get drip yet. I'm not overly concerned about that. They're pretty hardy. I will just water them by hand for now. But I have ordered more drip tape. I have enough tubing for 2. But again, I want to be running 3 to each row. So I have more drip tape coming, and I needed more of the connectors. So maybe when I actually put those in, I will do a quick short video on just how I installed those. But otherwise, quick update on the sunflowers. They are also doing fantastic. We are going to have sunflowers everywhere. Quinn did help me the other day. We came in and filled in a couple of little spots where they did not quite seed. Hopefully they actually do seed on us. So look at this. This is a pretty view. Got Nash checking things out. Quinn over there playing with the gardening tools. Vegetable garden, our beautiful home. Yep. Life is pretty good right now. So that is it for today. We managed to get all the drip put in except for the sunflowers, which as soon as I get the remaining tools to do so, we will do that. So yeah, I will keep you guys posted on how things are going. So it's me, Paisley, Quinn, and Nash. So we will see you next video. Happy gardening.